Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. If you remember last time, I mentioned that I was getting a new camera. Finally got here a couple weeks ago. I've been messing around with it, learning how to use it. So far, it's been great. And the big reveal is a RED Komodo. Let's roll the B-roll sequence. So there you go, my new camera is the RED Komodo. I do plan to make a full review video of it, but the issue that I had with all the review videos that I watched before I bought it were that none of them really answered every single one of my questions. So I wanted to ask you guys, what do you want to know about it? Leave a comment down below with any questions you might have about the camera, and I'll do my best to answer all of them. Now, I did want to talk a little bit about why I decided to buy the RED Komodo over some other cameras that are, pretty popular in this sort of segment. The four cameras I was looking at were the RED Komodo, the Sony a7S III, the Canon C70, and the Canon R5. Now, I've heard great things about all the cameras, and I'm sure if you're looking at buying any of those, you'll probably be very happy with any of them. Nowadays, cameras are just amazing, and really anyone you buy is gonna do the job really well. And the answer wasn't actually as simple as just settling on one camera. I actually ended up buying two cameras. The second one is what I'm filming on, which is an R6. And the reason I decided to buy both of these cameras is because of what I plan to shoot in the very near future. Before the pandemic, I was mainly a travel videographer. I had a GH5S and I would travel all the time with my friends. I would just film everything we did, all the places we went, and I had a great time doing that. But once the pandemic hit, I realized I probably wouldn't be traveling as much for quite a while. So I decided to sell my GH5S. I bought the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K, and for the last year I've been doing a bunch of commercials and corporate work and narrative films, and that was great. But now the world is sort of slowly starting to open up again. People are getting their vaccines, and while the world isn't back to the way it was, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I can sort of see that pretty soon I'm gonna be able to go back to traveling and filming with my friends and doing the kind of stuff I used to do. Also, over the year of filming with a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K, all these different projects, I gained a lot of experience, and it really made me sort of need a cinema camera. I do plan to make narrative short films. I plan to keep making commercials, and that's why I really wanted just the camera with the best possible image quality in my price range, and that is the RED Komodo. Now, some people don't like it because it doesn't have built-in audio, etc. And, for me, that's not really a problem. I've almost always shot with external audio. Actually, right now I'm filming with a Zoom F1 and a lav mic, and I've always done that for any of my big projects. So that was really never a concern to me because the raw and the image quality of this thing just highly, highly outweighed the fancy audio in the C70. The other end of the thing, though, was that if I was going to be traveling, if I was going to be with friends, I needed something that was really good for sort of run and gun filmmaking, like that it was a light setup I could tear down and build up quickly. It had good battery life, etc. And the Pocket Cinema Camera 6K just wasn't good at any of those things. It was huge, it required a huge V-mount battery, it was heavy, didn't have a flip-out screen. It was a big camera that wasn't convenient to take around. And that's where the R6 fits in. It's kind of like a GH5S, but on steroids. It shoots 4K 60 in 10-bit C-Log, right? 10-bit 422 C-Log, I think. I don't know, that'll be up on the screen if I got it wrong. Then it shoots 1080p up to 120 frames per second, and it's really kind of the perfect hybrid vlog camera for me when I'm not shooting narratives or commercials or really, really professional stuff, which is where I'd be using the RED Komodo. And that's basically why I got both of these cameras. They kind of fit every single role that I need, and some people might argue that the R5 could have done both of those roles at the same time, but I do feel more comfortable having two cameras because otherwise I wouldn't be able to shoot videos like this where I'm reviewing one of my cameras with the other camera. So yeah, and let me know what you guys think of the new setup, the Komodo and the R6. Would you guys have gotten the R5 maybe, or the C70, or maybe something completely different? Or do you guys like my setup? Let me know. Please subscribe, leave a like, help out with the algorithm. And other than the cameras, feel free to leave any feedback on, the setup, the audio, the lighting. Feel free to leave any thoughts or comments or concerns. Drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.